Tonight on EA Sports, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down now, Stapleton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Peterson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Off the bootleg, Presley. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Presley. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Presley. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Presley. Again, he finds more. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw. Peterson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Peterson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Looking to throw. Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Presley. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Presley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Presley. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They try the left side with Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Peterson. To throw on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And able to get this out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And the Bills getting set to go.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Peterson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Peterson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try the right side with Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Presley caught by Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Presley.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Peterson. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 93 yards.
And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goal post, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
To throw on 3rd down, Presley. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down. Presley. And that'll be incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Presley. Hard throw. Incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills ready to take over.
They came out not so hot. The 1st quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the 2nd.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Now a give right side. Stapleton. Oh, nice move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Peterson.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Peterson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow.
Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Presley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in,
and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Johnson running left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Peterson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Presley. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Peterson back to the air on second down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
.39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down, Presley.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Back to throw. Presley. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the New York Giants. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They run the counter. Meadows.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Meadows, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows, and he gets it down to the 32. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Presley. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20 to 17.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now Peterson on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Peterson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Peterson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Peterson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Peterson now throwing on 3rd and long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st down, Meadows. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Presley. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Presley, he finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows.
Down at the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Peterson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Peterson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Peterson throwing on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Peterson from the gun on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Presley, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Presley throwing middle, and oh no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Peterson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Peterson on 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On first down, Presley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Presley caught on the right side by Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's he coughed it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Presley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Looking to throw. Presley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the fourth.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Peterson now off the play fake. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They try the left side with Johnson.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Peterson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I remember when I got into coaching and I was asking wide receivers coaches what they like about guys in certain situations. One of them said something that stuck with me. I like guys that present themselves to the quarterback. And on that play, short little route, had to be out fast. He did exactly that and caught it for a first down.
Here's Peterson on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
To throw is Peterson from the gun on 3rd down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Stapleton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Stapleton. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He's missed twice tonight, but this time it's for the win. And his kick is good. A little bit of redemption after he missed 2 field goals earlier. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bills,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Miami,
their slim playoff hopes now about dead as they fall to 7-9 on the year.
and they will look to turn it around next time out. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.